Hey, this is Heidi with Opticom Tech. I'm here today with the MIV-4141SV. This is an IP networking Vandal dome camera, and I've got it right here. And we're just going to run through this fairly quickly. It's just a product overview. So this is a IP networking varifocal infrared Vandal dome camera. So that means that this is three pieces. Vandal dome means that it's durable, it's rugged, it can take a hit. It's vandal resistant, which means that if you've got it mounted, nobody can really grab a hold of it to rip it off, right? If you've got this flush on a wall, whereas a bullet camera, you can kind of yank down. So that's the difference, or what it means when it says it's a Vandal dome. So I'll run through here. It's a three-part bracket or three-part camera. So you've got the base plate, the main meat of the camera, shall we say, and then kind of like a cap. So the base plate has cable management, right? So the cables can go right through here. Screw holes for conduit if you need to run it through that way, which means that when this is mounted, that none of the cables are exposed. You would run them straight to the wall so nothing's hanging, no one can yank them down. This camera also has a punch out right here. So if you wanted to go out the side because you can't run it through the wall, maybe you're putting it on an existing wall and running it through isn't an option, then you would pull the cables, you would take this off and put the cables right through the side instead. This second plate right here, that's the part that holds the actual camera, and that's gonna mount right into this. So once you have this mounted the wall, then you're gonna connect this to it. And then you've got this top part right here, which has these unique little screws, right? And the tool to open this and close this comes in the box with the unit, but it's to where somebody can't walk up there with a Phillips head and just unscrew your camera, because then it wouldn't be very Vandal, would it? So then you've got the end part. So you would take this off when you install, so that you can adjust this black part inside, which houses the actual camera. So you can go forward and backwards and side to side with that. So that makes this camera able to be able to mount onto a ceiling or on a wall because of the adjustments that you can make. You can see right here, we've got the LEDs across this. This gets you about 100-foot distance. And right in here, you've got a rubber ring. What that rubber ring does is it pushes against the glass and prevents any glare from happening. So just like when you shine a flashlight at a window, you see that reflection, this prevents that from happening and ruining your image. And then the lens right here, which is a varifocal 2.8 to 12 millimeter lens. This is a manual adjustable, right? So you would go in, and whenever you take this off is when you can actually adjust that as well when you have the top off. So that's the camera itself. It is an H.265 compression rating. So that means it's going to compress, which is the latest and the greatest and the best on the market right now. It's supported through browsers, so you can do it through the software. It comes with the software. You can do it right through Internet Explorer, Chrome, Firefox, any of those. You can pull it right up, or you can go through an NVR or VMS platform or whatever you would like to do. But you can access this camera directly. If need be, it's got local storage, so you can put a TF card inside of this. When you take it off, there's a little slot right here that has a spot for like a test monitor and a TF card. The test monitor is actually really great. Well, not the test monitor, but the slot where you can hook up a little BNC on there and you can test that once it's already installed and the cables are tucked away in the wall. You can actually still test it from the camera itself, which is a really unique feature for an installer. It's really helpful. The camera has a DNR, which is digital noise reduction, 2D and 3D DNR, as well as a wide dynamic range, backlight compensation, all of the things. This is a fully featured camera. Highlight compensation, I'm trying to think, digital noise, all of the backlight. What else is there? A lot of things. IP66 and IK10 rated. There's an IR cut filter on this, which means that it's gonna, instead of transitioning to black and white from color when it's dark, it'll just switch over, which eliminates that grainy phase whenever it's dusk. If you've been in this industry or you've know cameras for a little bit of time, then you'll know that whenever they're transitioning, if there's no cut filter, that it gets kind of grainy for a little while as the lighting adjusts with this. So IP networking, 4 megapixels, right? 4 megapixel resolution on this. And you can see there's a whole slew of connectors on the back of this cable. So we're just gonna run through those really quickly. We will start, let's see, get some kind of an order here. Okay, so we'll start with this little guy right here. So this is gonna be your, which one is this? Your microphone. So this is your microphone. This has got two-way audio on this camera. So right here's your microphone, right here's your headphones or speaker, whatever. It's going to be an audio out basically. So two-way audio, audio in, audio out. Right here we've got a power input for this. The camera is PoE, but it also has the option to power it locally, 12 volt. And you've got RS485 connection right here, which is excellent. You've got a, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That's the alarm. This is the RS485. This is the alarm in, alarm out. So you can hook up an alarm or a strobe light or whatever it is you want to do to the camera itself. So you don't have to go through the NVR. Now it's all done directly through the camera, which is really awesome. And then here you've got our RJ45 waterproof connection, right? So I love this. So I'm telling you what, my guys think of everything, right? Our guys here are just so awesome. So here's a connection, right? It's got this little rubber ring type thing in here. Like it goes down, it's thick, right? So it's this rubber waterproofing. So what you would do is you would take your Cat 5e, Cat 5, Cat 6, whatever, and you're gonna push it right through here, okay? With this too, right? So you're gonna push it through this hole, and then that goes to here, right? And then on this end, when it comes out, you would connect your RJ45 connection, and that would go into here, because here's your standard RJ45 with a PoE connection. You'd plug that in, and then you screw this on, and there is a weather stripping right here that helps you with the waterproof. You screw that on, and you're nice and watertight right here. And then you've got your cables through here, so this is kind of floating around on the cable. And then you put this on, and when you screw this on, it actually tightens this part of it so that it compresses all around your cable to where it's even tighter, right? So that it's really, really waterproof on here. We always recommend that you silicone around any connection just for that extra protection, right? Because water can obviously ruin an electronic, but this is really brilliant the way that it's already created and kind of done for you. And then the last connection on here is a BNC connection. So I love this, right? So you've got the connection that you can make in here, and it comes with the part in the box to do that for testing. But you can use this upon install as well. Or what I really love about this option is that when you are IP networking, you have to go through the network to get to a monitor, right? We've got IP monitors that allow you to connect a camera directly to it, but it's not always the best solution. It is a lot of times, but not always. So if you've got, and I love to use the example of a school because it's just easy, right? So you've got a school that's got an IP networking system all around the school, but the secretary maybe needs to see everybody that's at the door. So this is the camera that you have at the door, or maybe it's another one. But you know, you decide to go on this camera. So you can run this camera back to the network, but then because you have this BNC output right here, you can just drop a coax cable that goes from that camera straight to the secretary's office or the principal's, whoever's office, and it shows just that camera on that monitor. So then they don't have all the screens that they don't need. They're not dealing with any technology. It's just a camera on a screen, kind of the old school way we used to do analog. So I really love that feature. It's just one more added thing that we try to offer for our, our customers with the installs and things like that. So if you have any questions, you can definitely give us a call at 1-800-578-1853. Or if you want a spec sheet or want more information, you can visit our website at www.opticomtech.com. Thank you.